Welcome to Fantasy Audiobook, Rebirth, Octopus at the Beginning, Becoming the God of Cthulhu. Chapter 6. As evolution begins, he falls into a deep sleep again, this time for a longer period of time. The scene turned to the blue star land. At this time, thick dark clouds were brewing in the sky all over the world. Thunder and lightning roared wildly, and countless humans and animals looked at the raging in the sky. Soon drops of rain fell, but the color of the rain was light green. As the rain falls, the earth also shakes. Massive earthquakes and collapses are occurring around the world. People on the Blue Star only thought they had encountered a large earthquake, but the staff at the space station discovered something unusual. Because they found that the entire Blue Star is growing larger, and this speed of growth can be seen with the naked eye. The heads of countries received the news as soon as possible, and some leaders shouted with joy, because their land area would become larger and their resources would increase. Some national leaders have fallen into deep thought. The first is how big the blue star will become. If it becomes too big, it will escape the gravity of the sun, and all life on the planet will be extinct. If it only becomes 2 or 3 times larger, there will be no problem in this regard, but what does this kind of planetary enlargement mean? In the Dragon Kingdom Kyoto conference room, several national leaders were discussing the next plan with serious faces. At this time, 3 young people pushed in the door, one of whom was the young beauty from last time. "Chief, this is the information we accidentally obtained, please check it." The young beauty said. "It's Xiaoya, please sit down first." The chief waved his hand and took the document. Soon the chief finished reading the contents of the document. His expression changed again and then handed the document to the old man sitting on the left. "You guys should take a look too." The chief sighed. Soon all the big guys in the conference room had finished reading, and everyone was deep in thought without speaking. The chief was the first to break the silence and said, "Xiaoya, let me tell you your opinion first." "Yes, chief. A small part of the information this time is about animal mutation or evolutionary atavism, but most of it is within the controllable range. The only thing that is uncontrollable is some animals in the sea, but as long as we don't go to sea, it will still threaten us. Not us. Most of the other documents are analysis reports on this global rainfall and the enlargement of blue stars." Everyone in the conference room looked at the beautiful woman named Xiaoya, waiting for her explanation. She coughed lightly, cleared her throat and continued, "The first is this global rainfall. After we detect that this rainwater is full of special energy, animals, plants and the earth will benefit a lot from this rainfall, and we humans can also obtain energy from this special rain. As for what changes there will be, we have to continue to observe, and then the blue star will become bigger. We estimate that the blue star will be at least twice as big this time. The earthquakes that have erupted in various places are actually caused by the enlargement of blue star." After Xiaoya finished speaking, everyone began to think deeply again. Chief number 2 said at this time, "I suggest that we first stabilize the people across the country, ensure their personal safety and daily life, and let local governments and local military regions help the people tide over this crisis." Seconded. Several other leaders nodded in agreement, and Chief number 1 also nodded and said, "This is necessary. Protecting the people is our top priority. In addition, a large amount of disaster relief funds and materials must be arranged to be sent to all parts of the country, and the military and police must cooperate. Prevent restless people from taking the opportunity to cause trouble." "Yes," everyone said. Chief number 1 finally said, "Then we need to pay close attention to the changes that this rainfall has brought to us humans. I feel that this may be a crucial thing for the future of us humans." Xiaoya and the others stood up and nodded. "I understand, Chief. Leave it to us." Chief number 1 smiled at her, then waved them away. This Xiaoya is the niece of Chief number 1. She has doted on her very much since she was a child. However, Xiaoya did not disappoint him. She has been excellent in both morals and studies since she was a child. Now she is an outstanding biological scientist in the country when she grows up. Despite his high position and great authority, he is also a kind grandfather at home. For Lu Feng, who was at the bottom of the sea, he was completely unaware of the changes in the outside world. After several hours of slumber, he finally woke up. At this time, his size not only did not shrink, but also grew slightly, from 10 meters to 12 meters in length. Moreover, his whole body is covered with a layer of blue brilliance lines, and these blue brilliance will flash and flash with his breathing. FK me. What has this evolved into? Is it a monster? Lu Feng was surprised in his heart. He immediately checked his property page. Open black lens bracket name. Lu Feng close black lens bracket. Species. Phantom octopus. Bloodline. Rare level lower grade. Gender. Male. Age. 1 month 10 years. Status. Infancy. Weight. 400 kilograms 1000 kilogram. Strength. 4,000 kilograms 10,000 kilograms. Speed. 7 meters per second 15 meters per second. Defense. 400 kilograms endurance 1000 kilogram endurance. Skills. Color changing. Camouflage. Venom. Induction. Night vision. High pressure water cannon. Flash technique. Talents. Rebirth. Precognition. Detection technique. Episode of spiritual illusion. Energy points. 70. The previous artistic talent is gone, but there is an extra spiritual pupil. And he also has 2 more skills. Then he touched the 2 new talents and skills with his mind, and then the skill introduction was displayed. Skill name. Flash technique. Skill type. Auxiliary combat skills. Skill introduction. The whole body suddenly emits a strong light, which can blind the enemy for 5 seconds 10 seconds. It turns out that skills can be viewed. I wipe it. Before, I only knew how to eat fish and shrimps, and I forgot to explore this property page. Damn me. Skill name. High pressure water gun. Skill type. Combat skills. Skill introduction. Gather sea water in the body and spray the enemy through the mouth. The damage is 5 times the own strength. Lu Feng. 5 times. Now my strength is 4,000 kilograms, 5 times that is 20,000 kilograms. If this kind of power is ejected, even the steel plate will be shot through. This is why Lu Feng didn't know much about this aspect and had such an idea. If there were relevant experts present, they would definitely say that you can not only penetrate steel plates, but it would be trivial for you to penetrate a tank. He was very excited at this time, as if he were trying something to test the power of his water gun, but he still suppressed his excitement. Let's take a look at the talents of this new species. Lu Feng said excitedly. Talent name. Episode of spiritual fantasy. Talent type. Auxiliary combat type. Talent introduction. It can make the enemy fall into an illusion created by yourself. After the enemy is trapped in the illusion, if he is attacked or disturbed by the outside world, he will wake up from the illusion. He cannot affect creatures with higher mental power than himself. The cooling time is 12 hours. It turns out to be an illusion. Why does this talent feel a bit like Tsukuyomi? Then he checked several other talents. Among them, regeneration and precognition are passive auxiliary skills. Regeneration allows one's injured body to regenerate quickly. This skill is possessed by all octopus creatures. Precognition is the ability to foresee dangers and special situations, which is a relatively special talent. As for detection technique, it is an active auxiliary skill that can detect anything. Several of his skills are also divided into active and passive. Among them, the night vision skill is passive, and the others are active. Moreover, these active skills have no cooling time. High pressure water cannon can be used indefinitely as long as there is water. Now you have a complete understanding of your skills and talents. It's time to try out these new skills and talents. Lu Feng said happily. Soon he came to a huge rock on the seabed, and a water arrow 5 centimeters thick and 3 meters long suddenly shot out from his mouth. The speed is already more than 1,000 meters per second. This is the speed of fire in the sea. If it reaches land, the speed will be even more exaggerated. Boom! The boulder on the seabed was directly penetrated by the water arrow, and the water arrow shot through the boulder and then shot into the mud layer on the seabed. He sensed how far the mud layer on the seabed was penetrated, and found that it was more than 50 meters away. Holy shit! Is this move so powerful? Lu Feng said in disbelief. This seabed boulder alone is more than 5 meters thick. The water arrow not only penetrated the boulder but also penetrated more than 50 meters into the soil layer. Then his body suddenly erupted with another bright light, and the sea area within a few dozen meters was instantly enveloped by this bright light. At this moment, nothing could be seen at all. This move was his flash technique. At this time, Lu Feng stretched out his tentacles and scratched his big head. So my skills are so powerful. And his new talent, episode of spiritual illusion, must be tested on a suitable subject. There is simply no suitable subject in this sea area. By the way, that giant ichthyosaur is a good experimental subject, but it seems to be 20 meters long, so it should be difficult to deal with. It's better to let yourself grow to a mature stage before looking for the other person. After making up his mind, he continued his life of hunting and accumulating energy points. Now he has to eat prey that is over 1 meter tall to get energy points. Those small fish, shrimps and crabs can no longer increase his energy points. However, after he had the two skills of flash technique and high-pressure water gun, it became much easier to kill those sharks that were several meters in size. As long as he senses the presence of a shark within 100 meters, he will immediately shoot a high-pressure water gun, and none of the sharks he targets will be spared. They were all killed instantly with one blow. If he finds a larger group of fish swimming past him, he will quickly catch up with a flash technique to stun all the fish and then start feasting. The two skills he used were a 6. Now if he wants to grow and evolve once, he needs 1000 energy points. Therefore, his mouth has also changed. He no longer hunts ordinary fish, but specializes in large fish. The so-called seafood buffet is nothing more than that. But there are not that many large fish in the shallow sea. As he continues to hunt, he has moved away from the sea where he was born and entered the deep sea. The biological density in the deep sea area is much less, but there are many large fish. He soon accumulated 2000 energy points. The energy points are enough. But if you evolve twice in a row, you will definitely be very hungry, and you have to catch some prey to prepare. Lu Feng analyzed in his heart. At this time, he sensed a large group of bluefin tuna swimming near him, among which the big ones were 3 to 4 meters long and the small ones were 1 or 2 meters long. They say tuna meat is delicious, let's try it today. Lu Feng chased after him happily. In less than 2 minutes, he caught up with the group of tuna, and then 12 high-pressure water cannons sprayed out from his mouth. He is targeting bluefin tuna that are 3 to 4 meters long. Puff 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 puff. All 12 tuna were hit and then slowly sank. When other tuna groups discovered the danger, they swam away quickly, so fast that Lu Feng could not catch up. As an octopus, his swimming speed on the seabed is not very fast, and there are too many fish that he cannot catch up with. Then he leisurely attached all 12 tuna to his tentacles and accelerated away from the area. After a while, he came to the depths of the sea. This is already a deep seabed, and ordinary fish will not come here. Just here, Lu Feng said. Then he turned on the evolution tree function and clicked to evolve. Open black lens bracket ding. May I ask if the host uses 1000 energy points to grow to adulthood? Close black lens bracket. Yes, this evolution took 30 seconds to end. At this time, he felt a little hungry and continued to evolve. Open black lens bracket ding. Can the host use 1000 energy points to grow to maturity? Close black lens bracket. Yes, another burst of energy instilled him, and his size grew twice in just 1 minute. His intense hunger prevented him from looking at the property page, and he directly started to devour the bluefin tuna in his hand. Open black lens bracket ding. The host devours the evolving bluefin tuna and gains 50 energy points. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The host devours the evolving bluefin tuna and gains 50 energy points. Close black lens bracket. ... Lu Feng. The evolving bluefin tuna. What's the meaning? He didn't find anything special about these tuna. Evolving. Do these tuna also have systems? After thinking about it for a long time, he couldn't figure out the reason, so he didn't think about it anymore. Anyway, just add energy points to yourself, and there are so many energy points in these evolving tuna. 1 bite will add 50 points. A piece of tuna is enough for him to eat 2 bites, which is only 100 energy points. After eating 12 bluefin tuna, my hunger subsided a lot. Not bad, not bad. The texture of this tuna is so good. Hee. Lu Feng smacked his lips. Check out the property changes. Open black lens bracket name. Lu Feng close black lens bracket. Species. Phantom octopus. Bloodline. Rare level, lower grade. Gender, male. Age, 1 month 10 years. Status, mature stage. Weight, 1,000 kilograms 1,000 kilogram. Strength, 10,000 kilograms 10,000 kilograms. Speed, 15 meters per second 15 meters per second. Defense, 1,000 kilogram endurance 1,000 kilogram endurance. Skills, color changing, camouflage, venom, induction, night vision, high pressure water cannon, flash technique. Talents, rebirth, precognition, detection technique, episode of spiritual illusion. Energy points, 1200. Yes, all attributes have reached their peak. His body reaches 25 meters, which is larger than most whales. And his strength has reached 10,000 kilograms, which is 10 tons of strength. How perverted would it be if this were combined with his high-pressure water gun? Just when he felt good about himself, a sense of danger flashed through his mind. He moved his body to one side intuitively. He saw a dark shadow passing by him, and one of his tentacles was bitten off by the dark shadow and taken away. If he hadn't moved to one side just now, it would have been his head that was bitten now. Detection technique. Name, Giant Ichthyosaurus. Bloodline, return to ancestor, lower level. Gender, female. Status, mature stage. Weight, 1,200 kilogram. Strength, 8,000 kilogram. Speed, 30 meters per second. Defense, 2,000 kilogram endurance. Skills, crash, tail strike, bite. Talent, deep sea perception. Did I draft it? It turns out it's you, the old one. How dare you hurt me? Fake squid. Lu Feng instantly became angry. I didn't look for you, but you delivered it to your door yourself. Okay. Very good. The giant ichthyosaurus that succeeded in one attack was still devouring his tentacle. After taking 2 bites, it rushed towards him again. This time this guy is going to kill Lu Feng with 1 hit, and then enjoy a delicious octopus sashimi. Just when giant ichthyosaurus was about to rush in front of him, Lu Feng's octopus eyes emitted wisps of blue light. Giant ichthyosaur's eyes suddenly changed, and he suddenly found himself falling into a desert. This made it difficult to breathe. It struggled desperately on the dry desert, but as it struggled, it became more uncomfortable. It struggled like this for dozens of minutes, then completely lost consciousness and stopped moving. This is the function of Lu Feng's talent, episode of spiritual illusion. Regardless of the dozens of minutes the opponent struggled, in reality only a moment passed. The giant ichthyosaurus is now in a brain-dead state, and this move completely wiped out its consciousness. That's it. Let you feel what desert is. Ha, Lu Feng said badly. Normally, fish have never seen the desert, let alone what it feels like to be in the desert, but Lu Feng's soul is a human being, so he knows this feeling very well. Pulling a fish into the desert is almost more uncomfortable than killing it directly. At this time, Lu Feng's broken tentacle had begun to slowly grow out, and he also swam to the giant ichthyosaur. I thought we were going to fight for hundreds of rounds, but I didn't expect you to be such a bad guy. It's not okay for your magic resistance to be equal to 0. Lu Feng said sternly. Then he began to devour the huge body of giant ichthyosaurus. Since its body was more than 20 meters long, Lu Feng had to eat it bit by bit. Open black lens bracket ding. The host devours giant ichthyosaurus and gains 150 energy points. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The host devours giant ichthyosaurus and gains 150 energy points. Close black lens bracket. ... Sure enough, you get more energy points by eating powerful species. After devouring 1/3 of the body of giant ichthyosaurus, he was full. At this time, his energy points reached 2,700 points. It seems that the carcass of this ichthyosaur is enough for him to eat for 2 meals, so he is not in a hurry to go hunting. Then he took the ichthyosaur carcass and dived deeper into the seabed. Arriving at a submarine cave, he opened the system's evolutionary tree function and started checking. Now that he has reached the maturity of Phantom Octopus, the next step is to prepare to advance to the next stage. Phantom Octopus belongs to the 3rd stage of evolution. There are a total of 4 evolutionary species to choose from in the 4th stage, but they are all octopuses. They are the bewildered giant octopus, the soul-eating octopus, the fighting demon octopus, and the phantom octopus. Among them, the lost giant octopus is the largest in size. The size in the image is at least about 50 meters. The soul-eating octopus is the smallest, only less than 5 meters. The last two branches of octopus also have a body size of more than 30 meters, which makes Lu Feng have difficulty in choosing. Why he chose phantom octopus in the first place was mainly because the picture of this guy was so cool, with blue light emitting from his whole body. He clicked on the node image of the lost giant octopus with his consciousness. Open black lens bracket ding. You have met the requirements to evolve the lost giant octopus, but your energy points are less than 10,000 and cannot evolve. Close black lens bracket. Wipe. It actually requires 10,000 points of energy, black businessman. Definitely a black businessman. Doesn't it also require 10,000 energy points to evolve from infancy to youth? Lu Feng looked at his 2,700 energy points and fell into deep thought. I still look like a poor guy. System, you are great. You gave me a taste of what it's like to go to work. Then brother, I have to evolve slowly and see what you can do to me, Just lie down with Yu. In the next 2 days, he hid in this cave and ate the corpse of giant ichthyosaurus when he was hungry. The rest of the time he was either sleeping or studying the system. Oh, we've run out of food again, and we have to find something to eat. Lu Feng said helplessly. At this time, his energy points have reached 6,200 points, not far from 10,000. And when he swam out of the underwater cave, he found that the sea outside had changed a lot. First, he felt that the sea seemed to have gotten bigger. Also, what are these sea creatures in front of me? Some creatures that only appeared in ancient times have appeared in front of him, such as plesiosaurs, saw-toothed sharks, prehistoric squids, etc. And there are some special fish that he has never seen before, and these fish don't look like species from ancient times. Shit, I'm going to compile the classic of mountains and seas for you, right? Lu Feng complained. At this time, another sense of danger flashed through his mind, and Lu Feng dodged and swam to the bottom of the sea without saying a word. At this moment, an extremely huge python appeared where he was just now. The python missed his attack and rushed towards him again. Only then did he see the full picture of the giant python. Its body was close to 3 meters thick and hundreds of meters long, and the python also had 2 protruding horns on its head. I'm afraid it's not far from turning into a dragon. Damn it. Lu Feng directly sprayed out several high-pressure water cannons, and then ran away without looking back. It's only the MD idiot who has to go head-to-head with such a terrifying creature. Get out of the way. The giant python was injured by his high-pressure water cannon shots, but it also blocked the giant python's pursuit. Lu Feng dived into the bottom of the sea again, his heart pounding. What is happening in the sea outside? It's only been 2 days since I went out, so much has changed. And I originally wanted to go out and claim the title of king, but now I can just claim the title of king. This can't be blamed on Lu Feng for being cowardly, because there are not only the giant python but also many giant creatures in that sea area. Even if he can defeat the giant python, he will still be injured. What if other giant beasts in the sea get wind of it and attack him in a group? Obscene development is the right way. After thinking about the subsequent plan, he directly entered the camouflage state, and his whole body became like a seabed rock. I'm sorry, I was born to be the 6th child. No one knows how to be the 6th child better than me. Lu Feng started to sneer. However, the octopus, a natural master of disguise, is indeed the 6th creature. Not only does it have a very high success rate in catching prey, but it is also very fast. Then he slowly paraded on the sea floor. When he found a target that could be hunted, he would shoot it with a high-pressure water cannon. If he found a creature that was not easy to mess with, he would slowly stay away. Although this operation will affect the speed at which he obtains energy points, it can ensure his safety. Slow down, just slow down. There's no rush now anyway. But what exactly is going on with the drastic changes in undersea life? Could it be that the planet he was reborn on was not Blue Star? I have to find a chance to sneak to the shore and take a look. As his Laolu hunting method energy points accumulated to 10,000, he did not evolve immediately but continued to accumulate evolution points. The objects he currently hunts are all smaller fish and shellfish. Those creatures larger than 10 meters are basically out of his active attack range unless the other party discovers him. Oh, is this a clam? A shell that is more than 10 meters long? Is this a giant clam? Lu Feng looked at the huge clam in front of him and said speechlessly. I remember that the clams we killed last time were only a few dozen centimeters in size, but this one was over 10 meters long. Boo-hoo. 5 rounds of high-pressure water cannon suddenly shot at the giant clam, and its shell was shot through instantly. It was so painful that it immediately opened its huge mouth and began to run away wildly, but this guy's escape speed was still too slow. Still want to run away? Come back to me. Swish, swish, swish. 4 tentacles shot at the clam, trapping it firmly and slowly pulling it in front of Lu Feng. At this time, the clam closed its shell tightly to defend against his attack. But this was in vain, as several more, high-pressure water cannons, blasted the clam's shell, and the entire clam's body was exposed in front of his eyes. Ba bang bang. Lu Feng's 3 tentacles immediately hit the clam's body, causing its flesh and blood to explode, causing it to die tragically on the spot. Began to eat. Open black lens bracket ding. The host gets 100 energy points by swallowing the mutated tridacna. Close black lens bracket. Open black lens bracket ding. The host gets 100 energy points by swallowing the mutated tridacna. Close black lens bracket. ... There are quite a lot of energy points. Lu Feng became happy. Eating this giant clam can increase his energy points by at least 3,000 points. At this time, his precognition talent once again gave him an early warning, and a sense of danger entered his mind. He brushed it and turned it into the color of the mud on the seabed, and released a sensor. At this time, a giant blue dragon swam over his head. What the hell? Kanglong, this is a big joke. Lu Feng said in horror. If the giant python is terrifying enough, then it is a piece of cake in front of this giant blue dragon. This Kanglong is several times larger than the Kanglong from ancient times. Detection technique. Name: Mutated Kanglong. Bloodline: Mutated atavism medium. Gender: female. Status: mature stage. Weight: 30 tons. Power: 100 tons. Speed: 30 meters per second. Defense: 50 tons. Endurance. Skills: crash, tail strike, bite, death roll. Talents: behemoth coercion, deep sea lord. Oh, Shiete. This guy's units have been changed to tons. You are awesome, Lu Feng exclaimed after reading its attributes. His current, high-pressure water gun, happens to have an attack power of 50 tons. It seems that it shouldn't be able to break this guy's defense. The only attack that is effective against this big guy is the episode of spiritual illusion. Forget it. Really untouchable. Although Lu Feng is very similar to eating a piece of meat, what does it taste like? How many energy points can be added? But as long as there is nothing wrong with my mind, I will not take the initiative to provoke this giant. Boom. A loud noise interrupted Lu Feng's thinking. At this time, he saw the mutated Kanglong colliding with another ocean giant. The terrifying impact force caused the water in this sea area to surge crazily. Lu Feng used his tentacles to suck on the rocks on the seabed, so that he could stabilize his body. Hey, be a good boy. You are all fooling me. Have you become so scary in just a few days? Damn it, Lu Feng complained crazily. What collided with mutated Kanglong was a turtle as big as a small mountain. It's said to be a turtle, but it doesn't look like it, because its shell is covered with spikes and its head also has 2 sharp horns. Detection technique. Name: Cloud-piercing sky turtle. Bloodline: Legend level 2. Gender: male. Status: adolescence. Weight: 40 tons. Power: 100 tons. Speed: 20 meters per second. Defense: 200 tons. Endurance. Skills: crash, claw strike, bite, rebound damage, shocking roar. Talents: behemoth coercion, immortality, frenzy. Good guy. Each one is more perverted than the other. Boss, you fight slowly, I'm going to run away first. Lu Feng began to run away quietly in the distance. If he didn't run away, would he still be waiting to receive the lunch box? If the attacks of these two giant beasts accidentally touch him, then he will be GG smekta. However, looking at the battle between the two giant beasts, it is obvious that the mutated Kanglong is slightly inferior and will inevitably die in the hands of the opponent over time. As they fought, the sea area was turned upside down, and even the undersea mountains were broken. All nearby creatures fled the area, and the collision force of the two giants could kill some weak creatures. Roar! The giant turtle roared loudly, shaking the mutated blue dragon so much that blood started to flow all over his body. Mutant Kanglong was seriously injured and flicked his tail to open the giant turtle, and then fled in the opposite direction. Although the giant turtle is powerful, it is not very fast. It cannot catch up with this guy. It can only stand there and rage furiously. A huge roar came from behind the mutant Kanglong, but at this time Kanglong had no time to listen to the opponent's roar. It had to escape from the opponent quickly and find a safe place to recuperate. It was badly injured, with many huge wounds on its body, all caused by giant turtle bites. Mutant Kanglong swam for more than 10 minutes and completely ran out of energy. At this time, it was lying deep under the sea. There happened to be an earth-colored rock more than 20 meters large next to it, and two small eyes suddenly appeared on the top of the rock. To go up or not to go up? That is the question. Lu Feng thought about it. That's right. The direction of escape in mutated Kanglong is the direction in which Lu Feng escaped, and this earth-colored rock is him. The distance between the two sides is now less than 10 meters. As long as he takes action, he will definitely be able to attack the other side. But he didn't know what state the other party was in now. If it was just a minor injury, he would be doomed. But this big piece of pie falls in front of my mouth. If I don't eat it, I would be really sorry for myself. Then Lu Feng used the induction skill to carefully explore the physical condition of mutant Kanglong. He found multiple injuries and huge wounds, and he was still bleeding. There were 2 fatal injuries among them. Even if he didn't take action in this situation, the mutated Kanglong's chance of survival would not be very high. Now he has 2 choices. One is to sneak attack this guy to fight for his future. The second is to wait until this guy is completely dead before picking it up. Although the second option is risk-free, what if the other party recovers? Then wouldn't the plan to pick up the leaks be ruined? MD, you can find wealth in danger, fight for it. Lu Feng made up his mind and said. Boo-hoo. Dozens of high-pressure water cannons were fired at the multiple wounds of mutant Kanglong, and this time he didn't hold back. Attack the opponent with all your strength. Roar. The mutated Kanglong, who had just fallen into a deep sleep, was woken up by Lu Feng's attack. Its original wound was injured twice, and the blood from the wound couldn't stop flowing out. This made it extremely angry. Looking at the octopus that suddenly appeared in front of it, it bit it in one bite. Flash technique. Wow. The intense light blinded Kanglong's eyes, causing him to become temporarily blind. Boo-hoo. Dozens more high-pressure water cannons were fired at Kanglong, leaving bloody holes all over his body. Ho ho ho. At this time, Kanglong was biting everywhere like a mad dog, biting into pieces whether it was seabed rocks or soil. Shabby. You can't see it anymore. Die for me, Lu Feng said excitedly. Boo-hoo. The high-pressure water gun kept shooting at Kanglong. The 10 seconds came quickly, and Kanglong gradually regained his sight. It stared at Lu Feng above it with great anger, wishing to tear him to pieces. With a swish, the blue dragon rushed up and swallowed Lu Feng in one gulp. Its hatred was finally resolved, but at this moment, countless giant octopuses appeared next to Kanglong, which made it stunned. Didn't you just swallow the other person? Why are there so many more? Then Kanglong continued to eat these octopuses. When it was so tired that it was out of breath, more octopuses appeared in front of it. However, it had no strength to move at this time and could only let the group of octopuses attack it with water cannons. Soon it fell into death. Lu Feng looked at the mutated Kanglong that was no longer moving, and knew that the other party was already in a state of conscious death. From the moment the mutated Kanglong was hit by his flash technique, he had already fallen into Lu Feng's illusion, but the illusion was too realistic for a Kanglong to understand. Lu Feng swam over to mutated Kanglong, and put on a pose, 9 tails captured successfully. This is because he has learned the posture and tone of a certain showman. But this guy is so big that he can't drag him away and can only open the table on the spot. Open black lens bracket ding. The host devours mutated Kanglong and gains 1000 energy points. Close black lens bracket. Oh my god. This one bite adds 1000 energy points, it's so cool. Lu Feng started eating crazily. 10 minutes later, he was full and picked a slender bone to pick his teeth again. Not bad, not bad. It tastes great. In the words of the stupid lighthouse country, it is very good. Lu Feng hummed happily. He had only eaten 1/20th of the Kanglong's flesh and blood, and his energy points had accumulated to 46,500. It's enough for him to evolve and grow. But with so much Kanglong flesh and blood, he really didn't want to give up. By the way, don't you have a system backpack? See if it works. His consciousness immediately sank into the system. He found the system backpack and clicked to use it. Open black lens bracket ding. Are you sure you want to collect the corpse of mutant Kanglong? This item takes up 20 spaces in your backpack. Close black lens bracket. Sure. In an instant, the huge Kanglong corpse in front of him turned into a stream of light and entered his head. At this time, there were a total of 3 items in the system backpack. They are mutated Kanglong, corpse, bloodline enhancement potion, and talent enhancement potion. The bloodline improving potion and talent improving potion only occupy 1 space each. The body of mutated Kanglong occupies 20 spaces, and his entire system backpack only has 50 spaces. Ha ha, this young man is really a clever guy. This Kanglong corpse is enough energy points for the next evolution. Then he found a submarine cave again and drilled in, starting his evolution. He was in a dilemma again as to which evolutionary path to choose. Choose one of 4. He felt that these 4 options were all very good, and he wanted to choose them all. In the end, he chose the phantom octopus, which is closer to the current octopus species. They all have a magic word on them, so they can't be wrong. Open black lens bracket ding. You have met the requirements to evolve phantom octopus. Would you like to spend 10,000 energy points to evolve it? Close black lens bracket. Yes, evolve. Suddenly a wave of energy entered his body, and he fell into a deep sleep again. This time the evolutionary sleep time was lengthened again, taking a full 3 days and 3 nights. After the changes of the past few days, Blue Star has changed beyond recognition. Dragon Kingdom's fortress plan was launched relatively promptly, and 5 giant fortresses were built in many regions across the country. Each fortress can accommodate a population of 500 million. The walls of these fortresses are hundreds of meters high and are all made of steel. At the same time, a large number of weapons, ammunition and living supplies are stored in each fort. The methods of the Dragon Kingdom have also spread to various countries around the world, but some small and backward countries are simply unable to build such steel fortresses and can only allow mutated animals and plants to kill their people. At first, human thermal weapons could block most mutant creatures, but as time went by, many huge mutant creatures and legendary creatures appeared in human sight. These terrifying creatures can no longer be harmed by machine guns and artillery. Nuclear bombs must be used. However, nuclear bombs can only cause damage to them but cannot kill them. This will instead arouse the opponent's ferocity and revenge. Therefore, capable countries can only learn from the methods of the Dragon Kingdom and build steel fortresses to defend against mutant creatures. But there is also good news, that is, very few evolvers have appeared in humans. These evolved beings not only possess strong physical qualities, but some also possess special abilities, such as the power of elemental control, the ability to change, mental abilities, etc. Evolvers have also given the entire human race a hope of survival, and all countries are actively studying how to evolve everyone. When Lu Feng woke up again, he found that he was different from before, because his sensing ability had become passive, and the range had expanded dozens of times, from the previous distance of 100 meters to the current distance of 5,000 meters. Take a look at the properties page now. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.